Hello friends, how do you hope you are fine? So in the previous video you can see we done with this one. Okay, so one thing is missing here. We also need to add a quantity text field here, like how much quantity the doctor wanna recommend for the patient. Okay, so I simply take a label and put it here and edit text. Make it 14 bold. Okay, close. So here you also have to take a text field for taking input from user. Okay, so edit text to null and open properties, make it 12 bold. Okay, okay, close. So now it's time to work on this function. Okay, we have to add a medicine in this medicine list. Okay, so how can we do that? First of all, we need to open our source file. Okay, and here we need to add some functionality, like we have to get all the medicines. Okay, so how can we do that? We need to copy some data from here. Okay, so copy this one and paste it here, Control V. So same like that for patients, we also need to copy this function. Okay, sorry, copy this array list and paste it here. So we're done with this one. Now it's time to copy this function. Okay, read all data. So when I copy it, Control C and paste it here. Okay, in the checkup menu, let me little scroll it left. Okay, so here you have to paste it. Okay, but I wanna rename this one to real all medicine data for M. Okay, so here you also have to copy this read all data function. Okay, so copy this one and open your checkup menu and paste it here. Okay, read all P data. Okay, for patient data. So now we need to call this one here. Okay, read all M data and read all P data. So here we also need to create a function to load all the medicines like ID and name to this combo box. Okay, because user have to select the medicine name from here and add some quantity here. Okay, when he click on this add medicine button, it's successfully added to this medicine list. Okay, so how can we do that? Simply create a function void load medicine. Okay, so here what we have to do here, I have to create a for loop. Okay, for int I to 0 and I less than the size of medicine. Okay, all medicines dot size and simply I plus plus. So you have to change this variable name. Okay, so open and change variable name. So its name it as all m. Okay, so all m dot remove all items. Okay, first of all you need to remove all the items, and then all m dot add item. Okay, so first of all I need to display the ID and name here. So all medicines dot get at current index I dot get ID. Okay, all medicines dot get at I dot get name. So you can see I have to call this function here, load medicine. Okay, so when I click on this right click here and run only this file. Okay, so you can see all the medicine successfully loaded here. Okay, you can see all the medicine that I have in medicine list. Okay, our medicine text file loaded here. Okay, so now it's time to work on this add medicine function. Okay, so let's start. What you have to do, change this variable name and name it as quantity and click on add medicine list. Okay, so when you click on this button, so what you have to do, change variable name. Okay, and name it as mlist. Okay, so click on this button. First of all we need to check for quantity. If quantity dot get text dot equals null or m dot get selected item dot toString dot equals null. So what we have to do, we have to display a message j option pen dot show message dialog. Okay, so here we have to display a message, please select medicine or enter quantity. Okay, so we done with this one. So now we have to check something like if the quantity is valid or not. Okay, so else if check for quantity, so we need to create this function here. Okay, I simply copy this text, Control C and paste it here, and boolean return false. Okay, so here we need to check something. Okay, like if the quantity is valid or not. So current ID, I have to get the current ID, of type integer, current MID. Okay, and which is equal to all m dot get selected item, sorry, selected item dot to string dot split by semicolon at 0. So here we need to parse it. Okay, integer dot parse int. Okay, so this is the ID, and here we need to create a for loop. Okay, for int I to 0, I less than all medicines dot size. Okay, and simply I plus plus. So here we need to check something like if current ID double equal to all medicines dot get at I dot get ID break if integer dot parse int and quantity dot get text. Okay, get text greater than the current quantity. Okay, the current available current quantity of that particular medicine. All medicines dot get at I dot get quantity. Okay, so here we need to check if the available quantity, okay, and the current quantity is greater than the available quantity, so we have to return true from here. Okay, simply remove the break and return true. So what we have to do here, we have to copy this message and display. Current quantity is greater. Okay, so our current quantity is greater than the available quantity. Okay, so else what we have to do, let me check the variable name, mlist dot append. Okay, and what we have to append here, all m dot get selected item semicolon the quantity. Okay, quantity dot get text. Okay, and at the end we have to set quantity dot set text and null. So now you can see we done with this one. Okay, so when I run this program, so you can see when I select this one and here I enter 32 and quantity, current quantity is greater than the available quantity. Okay, Like if I enter 3, you can see it's successfully added to this medicine list. Okay, so please enter quantity. Okay, but one more thing here, I need to add a line splitter, \n. So now it's done all. So when I run this again, so I have to run this one only. Okay, so you can see it's successfully added. Okay, so we're done with this functionality. Now it's time to work on this checkup function. Okay, save data function. So when I click on this function, first of all you need to change all the variable names, like set it to recommend. Okay, and set this variable name to fee, and set this variable name to ID. Okay, open your source. So one more thing after updating the quantity. Okay, like after recommendation we also need to update the text file. Okay, so how can we do that? We simply need to copy a function from here. Okay, so for save all data, the medicine, so let me search for Control F and save. So you can see this function. Okay, we also need to call in the checkup menu, because we working with the file handling, so it's little difficult to maintain all the data. Okay, so click OK, save all M data, and same for here, Control F and search for save all. Okay, save all data, copy from here and paste it here and name it as save all P data. So now our checkup save data function is ready. So let's start working. First of all we need to check if patient ID exists. So first of all we need to check if the patient ID is exist, so then we need to proceed further. Okay, void, so it's type boolean. Okay, return false, and for int I to 0, I less than, all patients dot size I plus plus, if id dot get text dot equals all patients dot get text dot get at current index dot get id, simply concatenate with string. Okay, so if the id exists, we need to return false, otherwise we need to return true. So if id exists, we have to display a message. So message dialog null, and here we have to display message this id didn't exist. Okay, exists. Okay, else what we have to do, first of all we need to check if all the text null or not. Okay, so if id dot get text dot equals null, or p dot get text dot equals null, so the doctor may recommend him the previous medicines. Okay, like that. So we didn't need to check the medicine list or recommendation. Maybe a recommendation is compulsory. So rec dot get text dot equals null. So here we need to display a message. All fields are required. Okay, so you can see we convert this one into else if. So you can see when I click on this save button. Okay, so first of all we need to check all the data. Okay, and then check if id exists. So next thing what we have to do, we have to save all the data. Okay, so first of all we which data we need to save. Okay, this billing info, you can see patient id and medicines id list, recommendations list. Okay, and then date and fee. Okay, so we need to open our checkup. Okay, and here we need to create an array list of type billing info. Array list billing info. So rec record, which is equal to new of array list. So that's done. And which data we need to store, we have a patient id, medicines list, recommendation, date and fee. So we have all the data. Okay, so in this function when we have to save, like this one, so here we need to create a billing info class object, which is equal to new of billing info. That's done. So we need to store all the data like billing info dot set patient id id dot get text, but we need to parse it. So how can we do that? Integer dot parse int. So id dot get text. Next, billing info dot set p integer dot parse int and p dot get text. Okay, one more thing, in the billing info we need to make all the variables name private. Okay, so open your checkup menu. Here you can see we set all the data. Okay, and here we need to create a for loop. Okay, string m data which is equal to m list dot get text. Okay, so dot split by backslash n. So here we need to add our line splitter. So what we have to do, we have to create a for loop here. Int I is equal to 0, I less than m data dot length and I plus plus. So billing info dot add dot set medicine ID and m data dot we need to split this one. Okay, m data at I dot split by semicolon at 0, because our id at first index, so that's why, and we need to parse it. Okay, integer parse it. Okay, so you can see we also add the medicine IDs, and we also need to add here billing info dot set recommendations rec dot get text. Okay, so one more thing, we need to add date. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to create a date format object, date format current date format rc dot format which is equal to new of simple date format, and here we need to pass the format in which we want to store the date. Okay, so I want to store the dd per day colon for month colon y for year. Okay, and date c date which is equal to new of date, and here we need to create the object of date. Okay, so string billing info dot set date, and here we need to pass the date. Okay, so current format dot format, and here we need to pass the date. Okay, so that's done with this one, and we need to add this one into our array. Okay, you can see record array, open design, click on this function and record dot add billing info. Okay, so now you can see we're done with this one. In the next video we will complete all the remaining code that are required.